Dylan from Throttle Company in Columbus, Ohio. We're talking about a 1977 Harley-Davidson XLCR.
Mecum.
CR means cafe racer. And that's kind of interesting for Harley, right? Like, Harley's kind of the big cruiser, and cafe racer leaned over. It's not clip-ons, but they're close to clip-ons. They're about as close as Harley gets without like being a Buell or something like that. But this is a 77. They didn't make a lot of these. I think I've heard 1,000. So it's rare. I don't think it did well. This was a Willie G era thing. He was trying to design this to kind of, it was cool, and you were trying to make it cool, but it was also trying to be a little trendy, or hey, you know, those cafe racers, those Japanese bikes. There's a lot of bikes out on the market that are kind of, you know, cafe racers. They were really cool in the 50s, 60s. By the time Harley did it, maybe they were a little too late to the party. It is, I think it's cool. I do like cafe racers. This is essentially an iron head. So this is essentially an iron head Sportster, 1,000 cc's, and it's functionally the same as that. Over here, you can see here that you have rearward controls. Bars are a little forward, giving you the cafe racer riding position. Over here on this side, you have the shifter for the transmission, and it's flipped over. So normally, you'd be shifting foot peg here and this, and here you're putting your foot down here and the shifter's there, forward of you, which is kind of interesting. The exhaust, I think, is a really cool layout. It's kind of fascinating how they did it because they black it out, but it comes in here and makes an X and then splits one to each side. So you have from each cylinder kind of joins together, and then this one goes on this side and that one goes all the way around to the other side. Interesting design choices, but I like them. I think they're cool. It's funny, don't get me wrong, and I'm saying these things are interesting. I think they're interesting for Harley to do. I think they're really cool choices, and that's why I'm focusing on this biker. That's why I always pay attention when I look at them. This is definitely a collectible bike. You have chain drive. That looks kind of odd on a bike, on a modern Harley or something, but that's how they were back then. This bike is very collectible because it sold so well. It was limited numbers in production. It's not the Harley you typically think of. Oddball Harleys go for a lot of money. There was a time period where, and this one's like kind of rough, it's rider condition, or it's been sat around, maybe you need some work to get it back on the road or roadworthy, but there was a time where even a bike like this would be $20,000. I think that's gone down a little bit. What happens is, one that's really nice sells, everybody says, who's got one in the garage, brings it out, then that kind of drops the price where it suddenly looks like a rare bike. Now there's a lot on the market, and perceptions change. So it'll be interesting to see what this one goes for, but we'll see what happens when it goes up for auction.
Mecum.
And now 4,000, you're going to get 5,000, you're going to get 6,000, you're going to get 5,600.